Greetings and welcome to Growth Hacking Secrets. I'm your host, Mohammed Siddique from Atlanta, Georgia, and the co-author of New Success Secrets available on Amazon. On this episode, we have a special guest, Otto Kelm. Kristen is the Vice President of AMALYZE AG. Please join me to give a warm welcome to our guest, Otto Kelm. Kristen, welcome.
Hello together.
Thank you so much. Let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who you were surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
I live in Germany, in the north of Germany, between Bremen and Hamburg, and I'm normally surrounded by my two little young boys. My childs are 7 and 9, and I'm really inspired today by your interview questions. To be really honest.
How you end up in starting this AMALYZE, the company? What inspired you to start that?
Well, it was really easy. In the years I was starting 2013 with Amazon, we have to work with pencil and paper. And a lot of the questions weren't answered by pencil and paper, and there were no tools. And with more and more questions, we were raising up more and more solutions, but not the solutions we want to see for the sellers and vendors. And so we built up our own data tool.
Mm-hmm. What are the top 3 mistakes to avoid?
You have to avoid the problem with not changing your view on different topics. You cannot build a tool for Amazon with only being an agency. You have to be a seller. You have to be a vendor. I've worked for sellers, vendors, agencies, and tools. You need to change the view. The second one is never stop working on the basics. The basics are absolutely the fundament of each successful company, especially on Amazon. You need to get your basics done. Good products, good price, good content, and that stuff. And the third one is what I've learned really hard: trust data and not the feelings. The feelings are normally BS, but the data isn't lying at the end.
What is your greatest failure story? What did you learn and how did you recover from it?
I will try to keep it really simple. My biggest mistake was to be too open-minded, and I've trusted a lot of people around me instead of mistrust. And what I've learned from that was really easy. Sometimes it's just necessary to shut your mouth, especially if you don't have a clue about the opportunities with the talk of the other guy, and also how they will use your information against you. So my learning: shut your mouth when it's necessary and don't start to talk if you're not asked.
How did you recover from that?
I've worked 10 years for the German Armed Forces. So you have a lot of time to learn from it. And also the last 8 years in combination in the Amazon Cosmos have been an interesting learning time. And at the end, I've come to that conclusion to sometimes just be quiet.
What are your top 3 success secrets that others can model from?
The last thing I've talked about is also one of the success secrets: trust data. Data can lie because data has no feelings. Always ask for the why. Somebody wants some data for this or that. But normally the data isn't the solution. The data is just a data point and information. You have to ask for the why. What the client is going to do with the data. So the goals, not the process and the way to it. It's just for the why. And the third part is I've learned that be an expert. Don't try to be a generalist. Experts have good information. Experts have short and simple answers. Generalists will always talk like blah, 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 blah. I really don't like that.
Okay, we are about to start a lightning round. That means a quick question and a quick answer. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What are you grateful for today?
My 2 children.
How young are you?
37.
Christian, you are not 37, you are 18 years old with 19 years experience.
Yeah, you can see it like that.
What do you want to do when you grow up?
I always want to be the boss of something, really. My mom hates me for that, but it's the truth.
How do you overcome a challenge like how do you overcome a challenge life throws at you?
I have a few situations that I've learned that I try to set the challenges by my own. I don't accept challenges that are thrown at me when they are not started by my own. That's one thing I've learned in the last years. I will not accept our overcoming of challenges. I will set the challenge by my own.
How do you start your day?
And normally with waking up, of course, one of my children is coming to the bed and asking for, what do we do today? So my day starts always with laughing and a look at my children.
What is the advice you will give to younger yourself?
Well, don't try to be another guy. Yeah, or let's say it easy. Do not try to impress others. Impress yourself. You only have to be yourself in your life, and don't mess with others or try to impress others.
Once you have a revenue-generating idea, how do you convince your significant other?
With hard data and with a love into details. I have a lot of clients to convince with my strategies, my processes, and they really love how detailed I'm arguing and how hard I work with data.
What is the impactful book you have read and what did you learn from it?
From my point of view, at the age of 13...
Can I see the cover, please?
Please?
Can I see the book cover?
Batteries. Oh,
that's a good one. Live. Okay, go for it.
At the age of 13, I had to read Robinson Crusoe in school, and for me, it's one of the open-minded guys I've ever read about. Of course, if you're thinking about what he was gone through, he never gave up. High endurance. Find solutions for every problem, and that shows for me nothing in life is just a sprint. It's an year-long journey, and at the end you will be grateful for all the experience, and that's why I really like Robinson Crusoe.
Why being impactful is important to you?
Well, in German English, I need to look in the mirror and accept what I see. And that is all-day goal. And that's why I want to be impactful. Of course, if I can look in the mirror and say, yeah, that was a good day, that you have done right, and go on.
Who is your mentor and what's the impact?
Yeah, of course, my mother, hopefully everybody has good parents as mentor. On the other side, for the businesses, it's Lars Müller. I really love him, a young guy with spirit on entrepreneurship and all the different stuff, really cool. And on the other side, my chef and friend, Michael Gabrielidis, of course, he set up a new thinking system for my own with data and convincing others always with data and not with feelings.
What do you want to be remembered for?
Yeah, hopefully as a funny guy with a lot of knowledge about Amazon and the typical Lego nerd. That would be interesting to be remembered for.
Who is your ideal client?
Typical all people who are working with or on or off Amazon and with a goal. Of course, if you can communicate your goal, we will find solutions, process, data, and a way to achieve your goal. Normally, the situation is, I want more sales. That is no goal. Okay, my ideal client have a goal, and they can communicate the goal.
How can we support you?
Yeah, just confront me with your Amazon problems. That is really, really interesting. And I learn from your support. Your questions will raise up my knowledge about Amazon and the typical problems. And let's see if we can find a solution for your typical problem where you are thinking, oh, well, that is a hard problem. I have no solution. Let's discuss about it.
Christian, we are about to wrap up. I'd like to have you a few words about today's guest experience on the show. And here's my question. What would you say about your today's guest experience on the show?
It was a challenging experience. Course of the things you've asked for are like, what are your 3 success secrets? Course, mainly being yourself isn't for you is a success secret. But to see the success factors and name them, you may recognize that the way you are doing is great, the way you are being is great, and that was really, really awesome experience with your interview. Of course, normally the questions are more, what's that? What that? It's more a deep dive into yourself and how you can help others with that.
What would you say as the final word?
Get your basics done. Always necessary, and you can set your goals and accept the rules. I'm no guy with black hat tactics or so. I love the rules and I love your goals, and together we can achieve it.
Yeah, thank you so much, Christian, for sharing your wisdom with us today on the behalf of Growth Hacking Secrets community and our entire team. We really appreciate you. This is Mohammed Siddique signing off from Atlanta, Georgia. Until the next episode, all good wishes.